Have you ever pondered over the question, why has the United States always seemed to have a complicated relationship with Palestine at the United Nations? This question has sparked debates and discussions among scholars and diplomats, seeking to dissect the complexity of international relations. The history of these relations is not just a simple narrative of two nations. Instead, it's an intricate tapestry woven with threads of politics, religion, and power dynamics. The diplomatic dance between the U.S.-Palestine on the world stage is a captivating story, with many twists and turns. It has been an ongoing saga filled with alliances, conflicts, agreements, and fallouts. To truly understand the nuanced layers of this relationship, we need to embark on a historical journey. We must venture back in time to the genesis of the USA-Palestine relations. In the mid-20th century, the establishment of Israel marked a profound turning point in the dynamics of the Middle East. This was a time of immense geopolitical shifts, and a small, newly created state managed to carve out its place amid these complex changes. The United States, a nation which at that time was gaining its position as a global superpower, took a significant step. It was among the first nations to openly recognize Israel, thus not only acknowledging its existence, but also its right to exist. This action by the United States carried with it a clear-cut message to the world. It was more than a diplomatic maneuver. It was a commitment. It set the stage for a robust, long-standing alliance that has survived the test of time. Even today, this relationship continues to shape its stance on Palestine. Fast forward to the late 70s, a significant period that saw the dawn of the Camp David Accords. This landmark event was a result of the relentless efforts of the United States, which worked determinedly to bring about peace in the Middle East, a region that had been plagued by conflicts and hostilities for decades. The Camp David Accords was a beacon of hope, as it brokered peace between two key players in the Middle East, Israel and Egypt. However, it was not a panacea for all the problems in the region. The issue of Palestinian self-determination, a deeply contentious subject, remained unresolved and continued to be a thorn in the side of peace efforts. The following decades, the 80s and 90s, saw the United States taking on the mantle of peacemaker once again. It played an ever-increasing role in the peace process, navigating the turbulent waters of Middle Eastern politics. Despite their best efforts, the outcomes varied, with degrees of success that were as diverse as the challenges they faced. Throughout the 80s and 90s, the United States played a pivotal role in the peace process, but with varying degrees of success. The dawn of the new millennium ushered in a variety of fresh challenges, particularly in the sphere of global politics. The United States, a nation known for its strong international influence, found itself in the midst of a labyrinth that was the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This conflict, with its roots embedded deep within the annals of history, presented complexities that reverberated across the international stage. The unfolding geopolitical landscape was ever-changing, teetering precariously between periods of peace and instances of discord. The conflict between Israel and Palestine was not just a regional issue. Its implications rippled out, touching the corners of the world. This was a puzzle that needed careful navigation, understanding, and resolution. Despite these challenges, the role of the United States remained consistent. It was a beacon of support for Israel, often stepping in to veto United Nations resolutions that were deemed unfavorable to its ally. The country's stance was unwavering, irrespective of the rough seas of global politics. The U.S. remained steadfast in its support for Israel, often vetoing UN resolutions deemed unfavorable to its ally. Which brings us to the present moment. A significant development has occurred in the international political arena. The United States, a nation known for its influential role in global affairs, made a groundbreaking decision that has shaken the very foundations of the diplomatic world. This decision, involving Palestine, has been at the center of the world's attention. It is a decision that holds massive implications for the way geopolitical power dynamics are perceived and understood. This recent decision by the United States to deny Palestine at the United Nations has created a seismic shift in global perspectives. It sent ripples of disbelief and concern around the globe, triggering a flurry of discussions and debates. This move, seen by many political analysts and global leaders, is considered a significant departure from the United States' traditional role as an arbitrator in international conflicts. This role, which the United States has held for decades, is now being questioned. Critics argue that this decision has disrupted the delicate balance of international diplomacy, while supporters believe it represents a much-needed shift in U.S. foreign policy. This contentious move has sparked a global debate over its implications, with discussions revolving around its potential impact on the future of international relations, the fate of Palestine, and the United States standing in the global community. The United States' decision has not only impacted Palestine's quest for international recognition, but also the dynamics of global diplomacy. This notable shift in policy has sent waves of controversy throughout the international community. It's a decision that has dramatically altered the geopolitical landscape, leading to a ripple effect of change and uncertainty. The implications extend far beyond just Palestine or Israel, touching the very fabric that binds together global diplomacy. It forces us to examine the part played by influential nations in steering the course of global affairs. The power dynamic these nations harbor can drastically sway the direction of international discussions. This decision, therefore, offers a critical lens to view the intricate web of international relations and the interplay of power at a global level. It raises questions about the role of powerful nations in shaping international discourse and the future of the Israeli-Palestinian peace process. In summary, the United States' stance on Palestine at the UN has been intricately woven through a rich tapestry of historical alliances, diplomatic negotiations, and layered dynamics of global politics. The American approach towards Palestine has been characterized by a complex interplay of strategic interests, political pressures, and humanitarian considerations. Every decision, every vote, has been a testament to the country's foreign policy, reflecting not just its political will but also its moral compass. Over the years, we've seen the U.S. stand firm in its support for Israel while also pushing for peace negotiations. We've seen it grapple with the nuances of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, balancing its commitments to its allies with its responsibility towards global peace. And now, the recent no to Palestine has added another twist to this ongoing narrative. This significant event has not just marked a divergence from the earlier path, but also hinted at the possibility of a stance. It's an event that raises crucial questions about the role of the U.S. in the Israel-Palestine equation and the broader Middle East region. This no, in its stark and unequivocal nature, holds profound implications for the future. It indicates a shift, a recalibration of policy that could potentially tip the scales. It's not just about the immediate aftermath, but also about the long-term ramifications, the subtler shifts in power dynamics, and the broader narrative of the conflict. So, as we close today's discussion, we're left with this thought-provoking question. How will this decision shape the future discourse on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict on the international stage? Thank you for tuning in to MECO News Television. We appreciate the trust you place in us to keep you informed about the world around you. Our aim, always, is to bring you comprehensive, accurate, and timely news reports. We search for the truth in a sea of information, sifting through the noise to bring the stories that truly matter. Our dedicated team of journalists, producers, and technical staff work around the clock to ensure the quality of our broadcasts. Because here at MECO, you are not just viewers, you are part of our news family. So please, stay with us as we delve deeper into the issues that shape our world. Join us next time as we continue to explore the stories that matter. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth news analysis. Be a part of our journey to uncover the truth. Your subscription helps us bring you the stories that shape our world. So hit that subscribe button and stay connected with MECO News Television.